What's going on, guys? In this video we will talk about how to start a t-shirt business with a direct-to-garment printer. This is one of the easiest and most convenient ways to start a professional t-shirt business. We will talk about how DTG printing works, different ways to start a t-shirt business with this printer, and more. We will also talk about some cool things that you can do with these printers. And if you're on a budget, I will show you an alternative way to make similar t-shirts. We will also do a side-by-side comparison. So let's not waste any time and get right into it. Alright guys, so a lot of people, especially young people, want to be entrepreneurs these days, and the great way to start is by starting a real professional t-shirt business. Everyone on the planet buys t-shirts, so this is a stable business, and this can also be grown into a huge business. One of the best and easiest ways to make t-shirts is by using a DTG printer. When you walk into a t-shirt store and you see a t-shirt that has an image on it, most of the time these types of t-shirts are made with DTG printers. A DTG printer is a direct garment printer. So let me explain what happens when you guys buy one of these machines. If you work a 9-to-5 job right now, that means you're an employee for a company. This means that you're trading your time for money. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a job as long as you like doing what you do. The problem is most people hate their jobs, and most of the time having a job will not make you rich. If you guys buy one of these machines, you're automatically moving from an employee to becoming self-employed. You will basically have all of the resources that you need to rely on yourself financially. When you first start, you will be printing the t-shirts yourself, you will be shipping the shirts yourself, and you're going to be answering all the customer emails. Obviously, this is not going to be done overnight. This is going to take some time, but eventually your goal is to move from being self-employed to becoming a business owner. When you become a business owner, you can hire employees and they will do all the work and manage the business for you. You will no longer have to be present at the business, and what that's going to do is give you freedom. A lot of you guys might be familiar with a company called Printful. This is exactly how they did it. They started out with a couple of DTG printers, started making money, bought more printers, invested more money into marketing the website, and now the company's worth about $1 billion. Now, when your business starts making a lot of money, your goal is to take all of that money and reinvest it back into the business to make it even bigger. See, what a lot of young people start doing when their business starts making a lot of money is they start buying Mercedes and Rolex watches, and that's not the time to do that. See, what you want to do when your business starts making a lot of money is you want to become an investor. Start putting all of that cash into real estate and stocks. That's how you create generational wealth. If you do it that way, you secured an asset forever, nobody can take that away from you, and with the money which that asset generates, then you can buy all the stupid stuff that you want. It's very important for you to start investing your money instead of trying to impress other middle class people. Most people would rather look rich than to actually be rich, and you guys don't want to be that person. It's very important to build something in your 20s that you can live off of in your 30s. Alright, so let's talk about how these t-shirts are made. So the best and most popular printer is the Epson F2100. As you guys can see, it takes a little bit under 3 minutes to print a t-shirt. So making a shirt is a very simple process. First, you're going to insert the blank shirt into the printer. You will then spray it with special pre-treatment spray. This is going to make sure the shirt lasts a long time and the colors are vibrant. After that, the printer will start printing the shirt. It's going to first print the white base and then it's going to print color. I suggest you guys only use original Epson inks, and the shirt like this will cost around $2 in ink to make. Also, I suggest that you guys get a large clam style heat press machine for these, preferably a 13x19, and the reason for that is because you want to be able to make large t-shirts. Alright guys, let's talk about some of the different ways that you can start a business with a DTG printer. The first way is by taking orders from customers to make custom t-shirts. This is similar to how Printful does it, but instead of taking the time to compete with a site like Printful, you can simply start taking orders from customers on sites such as eBay, Amazon, and Etsy. Of course, you should also build your own website, make your own social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms, but that will take longer, and you want to be able to start making money quickly, so you should focus on these 3 sites. Alright guys, so let's use this seller right here as an example. So he has over 1,000 sales, and the way it works is if you want to make a custom t-shirt, you simply email him the picture file, select your size, color of t-shirt, buy the shirt, and the seller is going to make the shirt for you. So some of you guys might ask, why would anyone buy a t-shirt from you instead of Printful? And there are 2 reasons. The first reason is that Printful does not allow anyone to make any kind of t-shirts that have copyrights on them. And the reality is that a lot of people sell t-shirts just like this one right here. And so if you have a print-on-demand store, Printful won't make these for you. And the second reason is that you can sell these shirts for a lot cheaper than Printful. So if you're working with a startup t-shirt brand, you can wholesale to them for a lot cheaper. So he's making approximately $10 off of each t-shirt. And right here you guys can see he has excellent reviews. When you guys first start out, getting reviews is the most important part. What you should do when you first start out is get your friends and family to buy a bunch of your shirts and leave you these positive reviews. After they leave the reviews, simply give them a refund. This is a very important part when you're first starting out. Alright guys, so after you get some reviews, the next step is to start advertising on these platforms. So you will have to run ads. So for example, if you guys type in DTG shirt printing, you will see a bunch of people running ads. As you can see right here, it says ad by Orlet. When you run ads, your ad is going to show on the front page. That's going to help you get sales. After you get a bunch of sales, you can stop running ads and your listing will show organically on the first pages. This concept is similar for all platforms. So for example, if you see the seller right here on eBay, he's also running sponsored ads. He's selling shirts for $16. And if we click on his listing right here, you guys can see he sold 809 t-shirts. And it's also the same thing when you're selling on Amazon. So you guys can see right here, people are building up their listing, they're running ads. So if this seller sells 20 t-shirts a day, that's $200 a day or $6,000 a month. You guys can buy blank t-shirts on websites such as jiffyshirts.com. A blank t-shirt will usually cost from $1.50 to $3 depending on the quality. Another thing you guys can do is become a wholesaler to clothing brands. So for example, if it costs you $4 to make a t-shirt, you sell it to them wholesale for $8 and they'll sell it for around $16 in their store. So your margins are small, but the order is going to have large quantities, so every order is going to make a lot of money. So you will have a minimum order quantity for wholesalers. So let's say the minimum quantity is 25 shirts. If you get an order for 25 shirts, you make $4 on each shirt, that's $100 you just made from one order. If you get 10 orders a day, that's $1,000 you made. You guys can promote your wholesaling business online, locally, and also you can go to trade shows such as the Magic Show in Las Vegas. This is a show where a bunch of startup companies and manufacturers get together and network. This is a great way to connect with startup clothing brands and be their manufacturer for their t-shirts. Of course, you can always open up a local store, promote your store on Facebook, Instagram, Yelp, and Google. And another cool way to do this is by opening up a t-shirt kiosk at the local mall. A small kiosk booth usually costs anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a month, depending on the city and the location. If you guys work 10 hours a day, and worst case scenario, you sell only 2 shirts per hour, that's 20 shirts a day, and that's $200 in profit, which is $6,000 a month. So if your kiosk costs $1,000, you just made $5,000 a month. And of course, you can take that money, hire people, and open up new kiosks in different cities and states. And another way to make money with the DTG printer is of course just selling your own t-shirts. You guys can get creative, make your own designs, or get other people to make your designs for you, and flood your t-shirts throughout the entire internet. Just remember, when you guys do this, you can make a lot of money selling non-copyrighted t-shirts. So avoid trademarks and copyrights. You don't want those headaches. Now, of course, these printers can print on any kind of garment, t-shirts, hoodies, pants, jackets, and more. But another cool thing that these printers can do is print on sneakers. So if you guys buy a pair of white Chuck Taylors, you can make completely custom sneakers and sell them. Custom sneakers usually sell for over $100, and they only cost around $30 to $40 to buy. So this is another cool business that you guys can start. Now, a DTG printer costs around $15,000. But don't forget, you guys can easily finance these if you have good credit. So you guys can get these financed for around $300 a month. Now, if you guys are on a strict budget, there's another alternative to DTG printing, and that's called DTF printing. A DTF printer is basically a converted Epson printer, which uses t-shirt inks to print on film, and then this film is pressed onto the t-shirt and peeled. A DTF printer costs around $2,000, and you guys can easily get these on Amazon or order through Alibaba. So what I want to do right now is compare the quality of a DTG printer and a DTF printer. So we're going to print 2 different t-shirts. One is going to have a vintage faded 90s look to it, and the other image is going to be a plain image. So right here are the vintage faded t-shirts. The t-shirt on the left was printed with a DTF printer, and the t-shirt on the right was made with a DTG printer. So as you guys can see, both t-shirts came out great. Obviously the DTG printer looks a little bit better, but honestly for the price, you guys can make great looking professional t-shirts with a DTF printer. And you guys can also start a business with one of these printers. It costs less than $1 to print a DTF sheet. The only problem is that these printers print very slow. Alright man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one.